Hey you, thank you so much for stopping by my channel today. As always, it's Saba, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you an unboxing of an iPhone SE 2020 in 2022. So basically my whole point in buying the iPhone SE was to have a phone again, like not an all-in-one multimedia device, even though I can still do that. I want to have my little phone that fits in my pocket and I'm not on it 24/7. So just enjoy the unboxing real fast, and then I'll get into where I bought it from, how much it cost, the specs and all that in a little bit. So I got this phone off of eBay. The seller is Gizmo Trader. I would 100% highly recommend this seller. Everything was packaged so nicely, as you can see. Hold on, my daughter's coming in. I'm recording. But yeah, everything was packaged like really well. They literally, as you can see, they have their own branding of the box. Like the phone, I guess, is used. Hold on, let me look at the listing really quickly. The phone was marketed as used, like not refurbished or anything. So I'm guessing they just buy phones wholesale. I don't really know, but I purchased the phone on January 25th and it was delivered January 31st. They are located in Florida, as you can tell by the packaging, like with the palm trees and everything. It literally was adorable. But I was watching this phone for a while, probably all of January. They had multiple listings and each listing showed the exact phone that you were going to buy. So I basically picked the one that I thought looked the best, out of their lot. And they like, the description has whether it's hold on, let me look. Okay, so it goes from excellent to good to acceptable to fair. So I basically was only looking at the ones that were marked as excellent, because I'm assuming that equates to like the battery health as well as whether there are any scratches or anything. And the highest that I saw them selling this phone for was like $309, but I kept looking, and I got it for $291, free shipping, all inclusive. But of course I had to pay tax because I'm not in Delaware or wherever they don't have tax. But yeah, all in all, it was a pretty good experience. I am super happy with my purchase. It even came with a USB, like a charger. Of course it's generic, but it's really long, and I'm most likely going to use the cord in my car at some point. I won't probably use this block, but it came with it, and again, it's branded, honey. Like, they have everything that you need. Like, they package the phone really well. They give you a super long cord. You don't have to use it, of course, but I most likely will. And everything is branded. Like, I've never seen anything like this in my life. Like, they have actual wholesale phone sellers on eBay. Like, how perfect is that? But here I am taking the phone out for the first time ever. I inspected it. Everything was up to par. The specs were what I expected. Like, it was 256 gigabytes. That's what I was really looking for. 256 gigabytes in really good condition, white iPhone SE. I thought about getting the iPhone 8. I thought about getting another iPhone 11, but again, I wanted to get a phone that was basically as good as my 11 but smaller. So the 8 wouldn't have been up to par because the camera wasn't going to be as good. Like, this iPhone SE is basically an iPhone 11 and an iPhone 8 body. So it's the best of both worlds. Like, I get my small phone, but I also get a good camera. I get 256 gigabytes. I have a theory on the battery life, but I'm going to talk about that a little bit later. You guys can just see the setup process real fast. And if I think of anything else, I'll be back, because I don't want to talk about the battery right now, but I'm going to tell you guys my theory on the battery life in a second.
idea to these cups? About one a week? Hey Stanley, what was that? It's like price with people. What do you mean by these people? Like, this is a conversation.
Because I'm really thinking about it, answering your question honestly, I have to go with Elsie. That is a bad friend. I understand. It's terrible.
All right, well, I don't know if this, is even relevant to anybody anymore, because I don't know if anybody still has fingerprint scanning phones, but I saw somewhere that you can like register two fingers at the same time if you just keep interchanging them while you're doing your fingerprint. So that's what I'm doing right here. I wanted both of my thumbprints on there, so I just kept putting both of them on there at the same time, and it worked. Like, I had never done that before, so that was pretty cool. But if anybody has had an iPhone before, we all know the setup process. It takes a couple hours, but it's really seamless. It literally, as you guys saw, like the thing popped up on my phone. I didn't even have to really do anything to initiate a transfer. It popped up on the 11, and then I was able to just get it done on the SE. So right here it says to keep your iPhone up to date, so like it's basically automatic updates, and it wouldn't give me a choice but to press continue right here, but I disabled that in the settings later. And right here with this Apple Watch, I have an Apple Watch, and I clicked that I wanted to use it on my new SE, but for some reason it didn't like register on that phone, so I had to do the whole Apple Watch setup separately on my new iPhone. So if you guys have an Apple Watch, then it might not transfer over. I don't know. I don't really know why it didn't, but it didn't. So here we are, finally at the final stage. Basically all of my stuff from the 11 is going over to the SE, and we will see at the end the difference between the screen sizes, because it's a difference, but it's not that much.
So if you don't all raise your glasses, and for obvious reasons, everyone else, you would raise your glasses.
What's obvious? Why can't Pam drink?
Pam can't drink? I shouldn't have said that.
TMI, but that little like noise y'all heard, that electric noise, wasn't sounding me clipping my nose hairs. I don't know why I decided to do it while I was filming this video, but yeah, I was cutting my nose hairs with my little electric trimmer. Marshall's, honey, less than $10. So anyway, you can kind of see the difference in the screen size, of course right now, but it really, I think, makes a difference when I have like the screens having the same thing, like with my actual wallpaper and stuff side by side. Honey, I know that's right. So here we are with the transfer. Okay. So it does not have my widgets. I'm gonna have to put my widgets on there. But other than that, it looks like everything. Oh, I don't want you to see my video ideas. Look at my grandfather. Yeah, I have to do my widgets, but other than that, everything is here. Alright, and I'm back. We all know I had to be a little bit dramatic on my return to my channel. So I got my microphone now, okay? But anyway, hopefully the audio is good. The only reason I had a microphone, in all honesty, though, is because I noticed in a couple of my other videos that are not out yet that when I'm filming on this phone, the audio fades in, and I don't like that. That's part of the reason why I didn't want to record on the 11 in the first place, because of the audio issue, and that doesn't do that on the 10R. Okay, but here we are. The iPhone 11 has better quality. It's a wider angle, and it be doing what it needs to be done. So I'm just going to use it. First world problems. But I am back to tell you guys my final thoughts basically on the iPhone SE, The 2021, y'all already know. I'm going to start off with the battery life. My theory on the battery life is that people think it dies faster because you can have the option, of course, to have the percentage at the top. If you're coming from a bigger phone, any of the phones with a notch, you are not used to seeing your percentage of your battery at the top of your phone all the time. Now, if you have a widget on your phone showing you your battery life, okay, whatever. But I personally, on my 11, I didn't have any widget or anything showing me my battery life, so I wasn't really noticing. Because the percentage is at the top, you're more likely to notice the battery is dying as opposed to the phones with notches, because they don't have the percentage at the top. But being honest with myself, the iPhone 11 did of course last longer than the iPhone SE, but not by much. Like my husband, take him for example, right? He has an 11. He constantly is charging his phone. He is the type of person that if his phone is on 80%, he's going to charge it. He has his phone on a charger all the time. Now everybody is not like that, but if you are, you're a charger, you know. And I personally am not a charger. I will let my phone die. My phone will be on 1% before I'm like, oh shoot, I gotta charge my phone. And that's just how I live my life. You know, I don't really be worried about my phone dying. I'm usually in a vicinity of a charger, whether it's in the house or in the car or anything of that nature. I don't really have a portable charger. You feel me? So it's literally first world problems. If your phone die, it's supposed to die, boo. Like, I get it. I don't really ride public transportation anymore, but I get it. Like, if I was out and about and I needed my phone, hold on, let me take this tripod off of this phone. You know what, I'm gonna leave it on there for dramatic effect. If I was out and about in the streets and whatnot, catching a bus, catching the train, catching a trolley, catching this and catching that, I would be worried about my phone dying, because you know, I might need to know when the bus is coming or you know, what have you. If I was catching Ubers, I need to know when my Uber is coming. But I don't be doing that, so I don't really need my phone to be at 100% of the time. Like, it's really not that big of a deal to me. I will be at 1% for 20 minutes before I notice that it's on 1%. And I feel like my phone knows me by now, for it to know, like, oh, she just don't even realize that we about to die. Like, give her a second and then she'll put us on the charger. Okay, today is March 2nd. Hopefully this video goes up today. I've had this phone, as y'all can see, for a little bit over a month. I got this phone on January 31st. It's March 2nd. I love it. I honestly don't think that it's that much worse than the 11. Like, if I am on my phone, which I used to be all the time on my 11, like on it, I only got maybe like 4 hours out of it. I get the same amount on the SE for the most part. I haven't been as productive as I wanted to be, as y'all can see, because I haven't uploaded a video since early February maybe. So I've been on my phone more often than I would like to be. So, you know, ideally I would not be on this phone as often as I am, because I want to be more productive. That's the only reason I bought this phone. I bought this phone because I wanted to be more productive. I bought it because of the lower battery life. I bought it because of the smaller screen. I bought it because I was going to be a YouTuber and spend my time editing and filming YouTube videos instead of watching YouTube videos. But as we all saw in the month of February, I did not do that. So hopefully March will be different. I really do like this phone. I think I got a great deal on it. The camera is really good. I will put up some pictures that I took on this phone versus the 11. And like, it's not that much different. I don't really use portrait mode anyway. This phone has portrait mode, of course, but it's only for people. Like, it's not for like inanimate objects, but I rarely use portrait mode anyway, so that's really not that big of a deal. I did download a photo taking app. It's called like Focus, and I downloaded another one, Neural Cam. I think you have to pay for. That was one of the first things that I did, just to see if I could get some type of night mode type of shots, because one of the things that I do love about the 11 is night mode. Like, that's one of night mode was, you know, it's it's first world problems. Phones were big and then they got small and then they got big again. Like, I get it as a person with low vision, but as also a small person, I would like to have my phone and use it with one hand, and that's what I'm getting with this. And I might go back to the 11 at some point, maybe in a year or two, because I do like it, but I don't think I'm going past the 11 because I don't want 5G and I don't want a phone with an OLED screen, so I don't really have that many options. I want to stay with Apple, of course, because it's so seamless. It sucked me in. I'm in. So I really don't have that many options. All in all, I like the SE. I think it's a good buy. It's not for everybody, but for me, it was a really good buy. I got a great deal, 256 gigabytes. I mean, it's nothing really much more I could ask for. And I hope you guys, you know, if you're looking for it, it's a good phone. It's literally the 11 and an 8 body. If you like small phones, this is the one for you, boo. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoy. That's the end of this video. Can we believe that I'm back? Can we believe it? We could believe it because we knew I was coming back. We just didn't know when. Whenever the productivity strikes, that's when I'm coming back. I mean, it is just, I'm like a shooting star. You'll never know when you'll see me. But you do know, because hopefully you'll see me more this month. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. That's going to be the end of this video. Don't forget to do your good deed of the day and like this video. And if you're so inclined, you can also subscribe for extra cool points, extra blessings, extra kudos. I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye. I love this phone.